convocation of GAPC, alumni of the college, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. By the powers vested in me by the law and tradition of academia, I, Samuel Kwekubonsu, Rector of the Ghana Institute of Management and Public Administration, hereby constitute this assembly, the ninth congregation of the Ghana Armed Forces Command and Staff College, for the purposes of conferring degrees and award prizes to deserving persons.
Our guest of honor, the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana and Chairman of the Armed Forces Council, Your Excellency Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, our Minister for Defense and Member of Parliament for Bimbala, Honorable Dr. Kinichibu, the Minister for Interior and Member of Parliament for Nandam, Honorable Ambrose Derry, Honorable Members of Parliament, Excellencies, members of the Diplomatic Corps, Service Chiefs, members of the Armed Forces Council, members of the Staff College Control Board, Chief Director, Ministry of Defense, Head of Sister Security Services, past and present commandants, Rector of the Ghana Institute of Management and Public Administration, distinguished serving and retired generals, municipal chief executives, heads of departments and agencies, and chief executive officers, senior officers, both serving and retired, members of the directing and academic staff, staff of the GAPC community, the forces and service sergeant majors, the rank and file of the Ghana Armed Forces, spouse and families of the graduating students, Nime and Ame, representatives of media houses, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. I warmly welcome you to the joint graduation ceremony of the Senior Command and Staff Course 44 and the Master of Science in Defense and International Politics class of 2023. Your Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, in my role as Commandant of this prestigious institution, it is a cherished duty and privilege to present my report on activities of the Ghana Armed Forces Command and Staff College for the 2022-2023 academic year. I do so cognizant of the fact that I assumed command of the college at the beginning of this year, and therefore I extend appreciation to my predecessor, Rear Admiral Moses Begbafo, who received and began this academic year with this batch of students last year. I also take this opportunity to indeed thank all past commandants for their foresight and hard work, which have contributed in positioning this noble institution as a true military and academic center of excellence. I wish you good health, and I promise to keep the flame burning. Distinguished guests, Senior Command and Staff Course 44 commenced on Friday, 9th September 2022 with an increased strength of 86 officers from the previous course strength of 82. 61 of the officers were drawn from the Ghana Armed Forces, while the remaining 25 are officers from 11 sister African countries, namely Benin, Botswana, Cote d'Ivoire, the Gambia, Liberia, Malawi, Namibia, Nigeria, South Africa, Tanzania, and Togo. One Ghanaian officer was, however, withdrawn from the course on 2nd February 2023 on medical grounds. The officer, Major Francis Kaku, unfortunately succumbed to his illness and passed on to eternity on 14th March 2023. Your Excellency, may I respectfully request that we all rise to observe a moment of silence as we again ask the Lord to accept his soul. May his soul and that of a faithfully departed rest peacefully with the Lord. Thank you. Please. The guest of honor, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, 85 military students passed the Senior Command and Staff course and are therefore worthy of the symbol PSC, Past Staff Course. 76 out of the 85 military students are additionally graduating with a Master of Science in Defense and International Politics certificates. The weekend Master of Science in Defense and International Politics class of 2023, which is the 8th course since we began the program in 2015, like previous years, was very successful. I am happy to state that again for this year, among the graduating students are professionals from all walks of society. They include prominent politicians, civil and public servants, personnel from sister security services, the media fraternity, and also industry. I'm proud to announce that out of the 51 who enrolled for the program, 46 are graduating today with a Master of Science in Defense and International Politics. Distinguished, as you may have guessed, the curriculum of a regular military students comprises both military and academic programs. The military component enables students to develop the needed capacity to appreciate the complex nature of modern security concerns with respect to Ghana, the African continent, and the world in general. Specifically packaged modules such as maritime governance, defense management, conflict and crisis management, peace operations, and counter-terrorism and counter-improvised explosive devices courses are run to integrate the military and academic programs. There's also the experiential learning model that includes regional and African study tour, designed to enhance the research capabilities of students on topical, local, and continental issues, as well as broaden their outlook with respect to local and international geopolitics. Ladies and gentlemen, the college currently offers the Master in Defense and International Politics program for both the regular, military, and weekend students. Our intention has always been to provide more choices for our clients, and therefore, with the approval of the Staff College Control Board and having satisfied accreditation requirements, I am happy and very proud to announce that the college will commence 2 new programs this year. These are the Master of Science in Security Studies and a PhD in Defense and International Politics. Address for these courses will go out soon. And I urge our colleagues from the sister security services, MDAs, and our friends from the private sector, including the media, to subscribe for the courses in order to enhance their knowledge in defense and security matters. Your Excellency, Honorable Ministers, ladies and gentlemen, the intention of the college has always been to develop its research and development department to the best standards available in the country and on the continent. And the reasons for this is obvious. In line with this effort, the college launched its academic journal in 2021. I am happy to announce that the 3rd edition of the college journal, the African Journal of Defense, Security and Strategy, will be adored by the guests of honor during this ceremony. The journal can be accessed online at www.ajodss.com, and I'm sure you'll see it on your screen later on. The college has also started research and publication projects on 3 personalities, namely Lieutenant General Joshua Hamidu, which we call the Hamidu Project, Lieutenant General Joseph Ankra, we call it the J. Ankra Project, and Dr. S.K.B. Asante, which is the Dr. S.K.B. Asante Project. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, the demand for our courses locally and by sister African countries continue to increase faster than the infrastructure of the college can absorb. It is in this light that the college has requested urgent expansion and modernization of its facilities. We appreciate that there are obviously competing demands. Thankfully, with the intervention of the Honorable Minister for Defense, the 54-unit residential Get Fund block is near completion. With a little more injection of resources, we should be able to get the remaining 15 rooms completed by the contractor, so that our intention of increasing the capacity of the upcoming course, which starts in September, by 15 students to clear some of the backlog would materialize. While we look forward to government's response, we also encourage our partners in the corporate world to contribute to improving the national security architecture by supporting GAFC's infrastructural and modernization projects in any way that you can. Distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, despite the financial constraints over the academic year, the college completed or initiated some significant projects through its internally generated funds. And I would like to highlight a few. We have recently procured and mounted a 500 kVA generator to replace a 32-year-old one. With some support from GHQ Medical, the college is about to inaugurate an infirmary or medical aid post to provide routine medical support to students and staff. Work is ongoing to provide intercom services of 100 lines to all offices, classrooms, and accommodation areas in the college. This project is about 95% complete. Work is also underway to upgrade the college's website and provide a learning management system that would connect all activities of students and lecturers to the same platform, including access to the worldwide library services. This is also 70% complete. The college has also acquired a plagiarism software that is available to both students and staff. Another ongoing project is the construction of a model room and simulation center to practicalize teaching and learning. The college intends to make the model room and simulation center available to the rest of the armed forces and also sister security services and other organizations who may require it for the same purpose or to test their plans and decisions. The college will also soon begin the acquisition of 200 laptops for students of both the senior and junior courses to enhance learning while they are here with us. In this regard, I want to thank the National Petroleum Authority for providing seed money for this project. Lastly, we are also making attempts to improve technology in our auditoriums and syndicate rooms. So plans are far advanced to acquire 2 smart screens and smart podiums for use by lecturers and students in Hamidu Hall and the new model room and simulation center. Let me use this forum also to sincerely thank Elegant Homes for also donating $10,000 as seed money towards this project. The guests of honor, invited guests, permit me at this juncture to express our utmost appreciation to some corporate institutions and personalities who, through diverse but very significant ways, have helped in GAFC's growth. The success of GAFC is largely due to the tremendous support we continue to receive from government, guidance from the Staff College Control Board, the Military High Command, and our training partners. Let me use this occasion to convey our sincere appreciation to the Minister for Defense and Chair of the Staff College Control Board for his immense support, admonishment, and encouragement that has motivated us over the years to maintain the highest standards attainable. I also want to thank the Military High Command, led by the Chief of Defense Staff, for providing us with the necessary logistics to function despite, as I mentioned, the competing demands confronting him. Ladies and gentlemen, the college owes tons of gratitude to the Ghana Institute of Management and Public Administration for excellently mentoring GAFC over the years. We are sure that this outstanding collaboration will continue to be the best as long as it lasts. GAFC is equally grateful to the UK government for its support over so many years. Your partial sponsorship of some of our modules, as well as sponsoring some of our allied students, is immensely appreciated, and we pray that this collaboration is sustained because of the value it adds to our courses. Let me also acknowledge the support we received from National Security Coordinator, whose office sponsored one of our modules this year with a firm promise to sponsor the same model for the next course. I also want to thank our sister African countries who continue to have faith in our capability to train a few of your officers for you. We are aware that you usually send us some of the best you have. Your contributions, therefore, to the status of the college as a center of excellence is invaluable, and we hope that this cooperation will continue to blossom. Finally, I would like to thank the Honorable Minister for Defense, the Chief of Defense Staff, all service chiefs, and Phoenix Insurance Company for sponsoring the awards that will be presented today. Kindly join me with a warm round of applause to acknowledge all our benefactors. Ladies and gentlemen, let me now pay special tribute to my dedicated colleagues, the military, academic, and administrative and logistics staff of GAFC, for the untiring effort in producing yet another batch of future leaders and commanders of the respective armed forces of countries represented on the 44th Senior Command and Staff Corps and another batch of MDIP graduates. On behalf of the College Policy Committee, I want to urge you to continue to work as hard, if not harder, and be rest assured that we will do all in our power to support you to achieve the results we always desire of you. To you graduates, you are indeed worthy ambassadors of your respective institutions and countries. I entreat you to always uphold the core values of integrity, selflessness, and self-discipline. You have to demonstrate this in your personal lives by resisting the temptation to pursue self-gain, personal advantage, and self-interest ahead of your collective good. You should build on the solid foundation offered by the college and seek further solid foundation offered by the college and seek further knowledge through varied channels now available on the World Wide Web. Remember what I said a couple of days ago: if you have trust, you have everything. Ladies and gentlemen, one major benefit of this course is comradeship. I believe you have made good friends whilst on the course. I will encourage you to keep in touch with each other and maintain these alliances, as they will be useful in your future career. I wish you a happy reunion with your families and loved ones. We will miss the times we have had together. To the Master of Science in Defense and International Policies class of 2023, it has been a fulfilling 14 months with you. I urge you to continue to be worthy ambassadors at your respective organizations and institutions. The military traits of punctuality, focus, and discipline you have practiced during your course of study should make you stand out and be agents of change wherever you find yourself. To all graduates, do not forget that as you step out of a college, you are ambassadors, and so you have an obligation to keep the flame burning and reflect on the college motto, Alite Flammant. To our allied colleagues and friends, I wish you a safe journey back home. I thank you for your attention, and may the good Lord bless us all. Occasion of your successful completion of the Senior Command and Staff course at the Ghana Armed Forces Command and Staff College, I, Major General Ivan Ni Aiti, Commandant of the Ghana Armed Forces Command and Staff College, by the authority vested in me by the Ghana Armed Forces Command and Staff College Control Board, do hereby confer on you this 18th day of August 2023, the symbol PSC, Past Staff Course. Congratulations.
Lieutenant Commander Ayomide Joshua Omoshola, Nigerian Navy, Executive. Lieutenant Colonel Herbert Lemani, Malawi Army, Infantry. Squadron Leader Anthony Kofi Jimfuga, Ghana Air Force, Engineering. Major Shuaibu Naman Sharu, Nigerian Army, Electrical and Mechanical Engineering. Major Medak Thaddeus Mrema, Tanzania Army, Medical. Lieutenant Commander Irene Esi Mensima Kumsin, Ghana Navy, Religious Affairs. Lieutenant Colonel Tatayone Kwengenyani, Botswana Army, Engineers. Major Richard Nyakun, Ghana Army, Supplies and Transport. Major Christian Adukanya, Nigerian Army, Signals. Lieutenant Colonel Francis Ajuman, Ghana Army, Religious Affairs. Major Miriam Yeboah, Ghana Army, Electrical and Mechanical Engineering.
Ghana Armed Forces Command and Staff College, distinguished generals present, both serving and retired, Director, Ghana Institute of Management and Public Administration, the Dean and Director of Academic Affairs, Ghana Armed Forces Command and Staff College, Nime, Name, Bulome, and members of the Teshi Traditional Council, members of the military and academic faculties of the college, invited guests, our dear families, members of the media, colleague graduates of Senior Command and Staff Course 44 and Master of Science in Defense and International Politics class of 2023, ladies and gentlemen. I am Major Kojo Ochiprempe, and with me is Mr. Sani Mohammed, student valedictorians for the graduating courses. It is a great pleasure and honor for us to deliver the valedictory speech on behalf of our fellow graduates. Before we say anything, permit me to pay tribute to our beloved mate who commenced with us but had to make the ultimate sacrifice to be with our maker, Major Francis Kaku. Francis, we dedicate our success story to your humble memory. May the good Lord continue to keep your soul safe and grant you eternal rest and peace. Your Excellencies, Generals, Senior Officers, ladies and gentlemen, we got into this college with expectations and excitement to pursue the Senior Command and Staff course and Master of Science in Defense and International Politics programs. Our nominations and admission to these programs from our various countries and services came with high hopes of successfully completing these programs and earning our respective honors. Honestly, if we had been asked what exactly gave us that feeling, many or all of us would have been dumbfounded. However, today, we can boldly say we have achieved what we aimed for. If for nothing at all, completing this course successfully, together with the vast experience and exposure we have gained from the Center of Excellence, is worth celebrating. It has been a wonderful and fulfilling experience, both academically and socially. The memory of our stay will linger on for the rest of our lives. We have come this far not by our individual efforts, but by the collective perseverance and the group demonstration we have. Through it all, God has been merciful and gracious to us. We can say that our period of physical exhaustion, mental and emotional stress have paid off. This has been possible through the encouragement from our directing staff and lecturers, the support of our dear families, and our collective determination. This gives us a reason to celebrate and also to be grateful. Although we are overwhelmed with the joy, we do not intend to quickly forget the fact that our current status as past course staff and Master of Science in Defense and International Politics graduate is not about the grades and certificates we have received, but it has all to do with what we can offer our small way to the greater good of humanity. We are gladly acknowledged and I appreciate the burden this graduation places on us to be worthy ambassadors of this great college in keeping with the motto of the college, Alite Flamand. Also, we are not oblivious of the fact that the college has equipped us adequately with the requisite knowledge and skill to meet these responsibilities. Therefore, on behalf of our colleagues, we wish to assure everyone here and ourselves that we shall eschew any attitude of sitting on the fence and rather effectively utilize the knowledge, skills, and connections we have gained on this course to bring about change wherever we find ourselves. Your Excellency, we also recognize that the presence of this gathering of your good self and other esteemed individuals, as well as our dear families, is an indication that no one achieves success without the help of others. On that note, I would like to take this opportunity to thank each and every one who has a hand in what we have become today. We are grateful to the Military High Command of the Ghana Armed Forces and our various armed forces, as well as organizations, for giving us this rare opportunity to study at this college. To our commandant and the entire staff, both teaching and non-teaching staff of this college, we are grateful for the relentless effort in imparting knowledge into us. We are definitely better persons than 1 year ago. We thank our dear families who have had to endure a long period of absence and the support they gave us throughout the period. And to you, Your Excellency, and all the other guests present here, we thank you most sincerely. You had to forgo other very important commitments to be here and share in our success and joy. Your Excellencies, Honorable Ministers, and Municipal and Metropolitan Chief Executives, traditional leaders, generals, senior officers, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, permit me to conclude with a favorite quote from my boss, the Chief of the Army Staff of the Ghana Army, Major General Opon Pepra, that when all is said and done, the Air Force will fly, the Navy will sail, and the Army will march on, unquote. Ghana Armed Forces Command and Staff College graduating class of 2023, together with our civilian graduates, shall march on to victory, and we have no doubt at all that you will continue to support us all along the way. Once again, thank you, and God bless us all.
You are now equipped to perform your roles both in the national and international arena. I therefore charge all of you to make it a duty to ensure that your output in your future deployments reflects these high standards. You are further charged to go out as torchbearers and worthy ambassadors of the college. You will be expected to exhibit exemplary leadership qualities, exceptional communication skills, and appreciable knowledge of military and global issues. I urge you to maintain a high standard of discipline and professionalism in your respective armed forces and other institutions to enhance the civilian-military relationships. To the graduating class of 2023 of the MDIP course, it is a delight to see you graduate with your compatriots in the military. The platform for your course is unique in all aspects. This is because security and developmental issues, which form a significant aspect of your course package, require multi-agency collaboration and varied skills and capabilities. Obviously, by now you can appreciate that no single agency can work in isolation to develop all the capabilities needed to manage even the simplest security and defense situation. The effective coordination of the efforts of all agencies involved in finding solutions to the problems is therefore a fundamental success factor. It is in this vein that I urge you to stay in touch with your military counterparts and to exchange information regularly. The networks you have developed over the period should serve as the foundation for improved and efficient collaboration amongst yourselves as well as the various stakeholders you represent. Ladies and gentlemen, over the years, there have been various crises in our respective countries and our sub-regions that required the collaborative efforts of our various armed forces to salvage the situation. In this regard, I'm glad to note that the college continues to run courses such as the maritime sector governance, the defense management, the conflict and crisis management, peace operations, as well as the counter-terrorism and counter-improvised explosive devices courses. I'm equally delighted to hear of the college's plans to repackage these modules for approval by the Ghana Tertiary Education Council for the award of academic certificates. This is a laudable idea, and I fully endorse the plan for implementation. A distinguished audience, ladies and gentlemen, I cannot end my address without making a statement about the recurring attacks on security agencies and operatives by armed robbers and deviants. It is totally unacceptable for our comrades who have dedicated their lives to the maintenance of law and order to pay the ultimate price through the evil activities of some misguided elements in our society. As chairman of both the Armed Forces and Police Councils, I want to assure our soldiers and policemen that these recalcitrant elements will not go unpunished, but they will suffer the consequences of their various actions, irrespective of how long they evade arrest. We will also ensure that we place your safety and welfare at the center of all government decisions. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, another issue of concern is the threat of terrorism that remains an imminent challenge to Ghana and our neighbors. Recent attacks in the sub-region highlight the determination of the terrorists to expand beyond landlocked Sahelian countries where the insurgency has devastated thousands of lives and property in the last decade. Chieftaincy conflicts and tribal clashes, among several others, make us susceptible to exploitation by terrorist groups, so we must remain vigilant. In a bid to involve every citizen in the fight against terrorism, the Ministry of National Security has intensified the See Something, Say Something campaign aimed at creating public awareness and sensitizing citizens on the issues of public safety and security. I will therefore encourage you to be active participants and help educate your communities. The security of our respective countries does not rely exclusively in the hands of the security agencies. It is a shared responsibility.